Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 9 car products you didn't know existed. So make sure to watch the full video. 9 LCD mirror. Generally, I'm a big fan of anything that packs multiple functions into one unit. That's why when I first saw this device with an integrated dash cam, rear-view camera, and GPS navigation, I thought it was a good idea. A lot of people might not like having an LCD replace their rear-view mirror. And I can certainly understand that. The technique here is not strictly necessary, but it has its advantages. Firstly, having 2 cameras, front and rear, can be useful if you are involved in an accident or see one and need the footage to back up your version of events with the police or insurance company. Another advantage is those backup cameras are usually mounted on the back of the vehicle itself, giving a clearer view of what is behind the vehicle, especially when backing up or if you are driving a vehicle without mirrors or rear windows, i.e. most vans, trucks, etc. Many of these units don't go any further than that in terms of functionality. But the unit that combines them all also has maps and GPS navigation options and can even run Android Auto, meaning you have access to a wide range of Android applications and the latest Google Maps. However, watching Game of Thrones while driving is not recommended. 8 OBDII Firefly. Bluetooth receiver. Have you ever been frustrated that your car doesn't have Bluetooth? You just want to listen to music from your phone through your car speakers. Or your car has Bluetooth but doesn't support music playback protocol, only for audio calls and contact sharing. Yes, I know that feeling. While many modern cars and infotainment systems have Bluetooth connectivity, most cars on the road still don't support or fully support playing music from your phone via Bluetooth. Import Bluetooth receiver. Simply connect to your phone via Bluetooth and your car via the aux input, and you'll be singing your favorite songs in no time. Of course, if you're driving a banger that also doesn't have an aux input, there's always the classic FM transmitter. More on that later. However, Bluetooth receivers are very common these days. The OBDII Firefly has a simple but clear advantage over most on the market. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's used countless Bluetooth receivers over the years only to end up frustrated with all the messy cables needed to hook up and plug in your car's stereo. Well, this simple device offers an obvious solution. You don't need to use separate cables to connect to the receiver for power and sound. Everything you need is already part of this product, simple and minimalist. It is easy to set up and use. It works and you can forget it's even there, which is ideal. 7 Handpresso Auto. Do you like coffee? So much so that you can't wait to get home. Or even to the nearest cafe, gas station, or restaurant. Or maybe you're on a long road trip or traveling to a remote location and just want a convenient way to grab a cup of coffee. Whatever the reason, Handpresso Auto may have been invented for you. Maybe. Just put it in your car's cup holder, fill it with water, fill it with coffee, then plug it into a 12-volt cigarette lighter socket and turn it on. It creates 16 bars of pressure, then you reverse it and release your espresso. Preferably into a glass or some form of drinking vessel rather than lying around in your car. Again, this probably shouldn't be used while driving. Finally, perhaps it is necessary to recall this question. Unless you want your car's interior to look like a murder scene, it's best not to pry the lid open after pressurizing the can, making sure to pour the coffee in first. 6 Bluetooth OBDII Diagnostic Scanner. This one has a very useful and practical application but also can be used for research. Sometimes this gadget can even save you money. It's the perfect tool for the DIY mechanic. Modern cars with all the electronics can go bad, and luckily they also have lots of sensors, which mean there is plenty of data available to diagnose problems. That's where this handy little tool thrives, because you need a way to get data from the engine control unit, ECU, and interpret it. Don't panic. Go to a garage. Simply plug this device into your vehicle's OBDII port, then connect it to your phone or laptop via Bluetooth. Using the included software, you can view all of the trouble codes your vehicle has stored, and even reset the codes if necessary, although it's best to know exactly what you're doing before trying. With a little research, you'll often be able to find and possibly fix the problem you're having with your car without going to a mechanic. Not only is it cheaper to solve problems, but being able to learn and solve problems on your own is also very rewarding. You can also leave the device indoors while driving to capture, view, and record data while driving, such as speed, RPM, throttle position, and more depending on your car and vehicle. Its sensors. It can also be used for diagnostic purposes, as some problems only occur while driving. Or it can be used to create a fancy HUD, heads-up display, on your dashboard with a phone running an app. 5. Wheeldesk. Are you a workaholic? Maybe you just need to get away from the kids, calm down, and get ready for tomorrow's meeting. Or maybe it's the meeting this morning, and you've parked your car at the office but don't want your boss to see how unprepared you are. Well, now you can make your car your workplace, and not just the one you drive for a living. Say hello to the Wheeldesk. I've tried working in my car before, but never felt particularly comfortable. Although maybe these car accessories will make things better. This is a small laptop desk that fits on or around the steering wheel of your vehicle. Most people probably don't need such an add-on, but it has very legit applications for those who travel a lot and don't have an office permanent. 4. 12 volts electric kettle. The only problem with pot noodles, other than taste, nutritional value, and wasted packaging. One of the many problems with pot noodles is that although they are portable, you still need hot water to eat them. Trust me, you will. So what do you do when you're stuck on a long car ride in a hunger strike, and all you have is your trusty pot of noodles? Well, apparently what you need is a portable 12 volts water bottle that plugs into your car and fits in your cup holder. Okay. Except for terracotta rice, of course, you can also use this kettle to make tea, coffee, or other hot drinks. 3. Rooftop hammock. Who doesn't love a good hammock? It's a great way to relax when you're on vacation or in the garden. But what about a hammock hanging over your car? This seems to be another not to try on while driving. It's amazing how many car gear and accessories are not recommended while driving. Leaving aside the question of how to use the hammock once it's mounted on the roof, and whether it's safe to hang it at that height or above the vehicle, I still love it, because it's a hammock. Just in case you buy one and put it on your car, you might also want to buy a sign that warns other drivers of your car not to accidentally start when you enter. 2. Rooftop tent. Now this one is pretty cool and great for anyone who likes to go camping. Unless you're a die-hard backcountry camper and the idea of using your vehicle to help you enjoy your camping experience is heresy for you, the ease of setup and portability of this tent will certainly seduce you. The SkyCamp roof tent deploys from a roof box fitted to your car, and provides sleeping space above the vehicle, accessible via ladder, and cooking, socializing space beside it. Manufacturer's website claims you can pitch this tent in 60 seconds. This saves a lot of time compared to setting up a normal equivalent tent. It is certainly expensive, but those who like to travel and camp will surely benefit a lot from it. 1. Tire pressure monitor. We all know there are some things you want to check on the overall health of your car before you go on a long road trip to make sure you get there alive and back home. Trivial things. But if you're honest with yourself, how many times have you checked what you should be doing because, well, it's so complicated? Tire pressure is one of the things you need to check, as underinflated tires can affect handling and braking. It can also lead to tire aging and increased fuel consumption. If you've recently owned a high-end car, chances are you've already integrated it into your car's systems. But of course, for everyone else, this little gadget could help you save money and keep you safe. You can only check tire pressure manually, but it's great to be able to easily monitor tire pressure over time without getting your hands dirty. The sensors connect to your tires, unsurprisingly, and usually communicate with a base unit, which you can also connect to your phone or even your car's infotainment system, where you can receive alerts in the event of abnormal pressure. So even if you don't have a Mercedes S-Class, you can still have some features. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.